How's it going, boys and girls? Welcome back. As promised, on a couple of the Facebook Helix user pages and a couple of the guitar pages as well, I wanted to kind of show you that not all presets suck, because they don't now. In the Helix, there's presets in there that you probably would never ever use. You know, they're kind of just thrown together in there, and it's kind of become legendary that in most of these modelers, when they're first made, that the presets suck. And some of them do, but within the HX Stomp, they actually don't. What I've found is that when you look at these, they're really usable right out of the box. So let's stop chatting and get on with it. At the beginning of the list in the HX Stomp, you can see this list that's just called FX. So I would assume that you will be putting that into the front of, kind of a clean amp, because there's no amp in them settings at all. This one's called Stereo Swell. It's kind of ambient or whatever, but we're not going to go through them too much, because like you say, they're kind of set to stick into a real amp and either go direct into a clean channel or possibly even go 4-cable method. This one I kind of like, although I'll just quickly show you this one. That one's called Horror Scene, and I believe that is the music that my wife hears when she sees me getting out the shower. It's not a pretty sight. Okay, so the ones with DIR, which will stand for direct, these are the ones that you will put straight into a PA or your powered monitors. But again, you see that based on that Fender, you'll dial that in to your own personal taste, and it really won't take you very long. The AC30. And there's a drive pedal there that will just switch that on, see how it kicks the amp in the face. That's really, really usable straight out of the box. We'll just kind of fly through these next ones now. It's a Cali rectifier. Which, that's a gainy old bitch, that. There's a room reverb on there, but I would probably swap that to a plate like this and kind of get a slightly bigger sound. And I would definitely just use that without even changing anything. I think it would be pretty much just good to go. I wouldn't even change the stock cab, to be honest. I wouldn't even put an IR in there. Possibly change the mic, maybe, but see what I mean? All presets don't suck. Jazz Ribbit. And again, you're going to use that. You will. I would. Also, I need to tell you what guitar I'm using. It's the Yamaha Revstar 420. You would have seen it on the channel. It's a brilliant, brilliant guitar. I would encourage you to get one of these. The cartographer is the baby of a guy called Ben Adrian, who's one of the modelers and programmers at Line 6. He's the guy who is that, typical science geeky kind of guy that is just like, he's got so many brains and he's so kind of passionate about what he does. And he's one of the coolest guys that you'll meet, Ben. He's an absolute diamond. And there's nothing he doesn't know about modeling. It's as simple as that. This amp was based on his own personal amp. And it's a gainy old bitch. So we've got some effects on there as well. Apologies for the levels of volume. There's nothing I can do about that because we kind of just plugged it in just to see, what they're like, and I've not really set anything. So a little bit of a swooshy delay, which again makes it sound huge. That sounds to me like it's possibly a duct. Oh, it's Adriatic. Got that wrong. Wow. So, I mean, a little bit of tweaking, you could definitely take that out. What's that? That's the KWB. All right, okay. So, there's a univibe on that patch as well, is there? Yeah. There's quite a quick noise gate on there as well by the sounds of it. But I'd use it. I would definitely use it. The litigator, another one of Ben's brainchilds. I've seen a lot of people using this for Pink Floyd stuff. That, you can kind of get that Gilmore thing going on. For me, I would probably change... I'd change that for the screamer. I'd up the level and drop the gain. So really, quite quickly, you're getting stuff that's, it's possible to use. Let's just jump ahead a little bit, and you're kind of getting the idea for what we're doing. The Duplicated Dirty. Now, this was the first one that I found when I first got the HX Stomp from Line 6 about a week ago, and right out the box, this was perfect. I mean, listen to that. If you can't go out and gig with that, there's definitely something wrong with you. I think the only thing that I did also when I got that was I swapped the delay over to a dual delay. It's perfect. It's really, really good. So further down the line, there are ones that are tagged with the initials JS at the end of it. That is a guy called Jason Sedites, who kind of broke onto the scene a while back doing Helix videos and then was picked up by Line 6. He's become a great friend of mine. We were at NAMM together, hanging out, and he's Canadian, and them Canadians can drink extremely well. Give me a run for me money. So he basically did a load of kind of signature patches. And again, that Cali, it's perfect. What's that? It's the Briplexi that he's using. Satriani. kind of just wazzing through these quickly. So that's the Eric Johnson Cliffs of Dover. Obviously, if you plug your Strat into this, you're going to start getting closer to the tone than me using this outrageously powerful Yamaha Revstar. That's one of the Cali Texas, which is the Mesa Boogie. Let's see what else we've got. Okay. Can't really play it all the way through or properly. Copyright, copyright, copyright. You know what that's going to be? That's that wonderful dotted eighth. So we're out of the JS ones now. That's really clean. I like it. I like it a lot. So you get the idea that if you plug this in, there is definitely usable presets in there. There's probably 4, maybe 5 that I would out the box just take it and go, yeah, I'll just maybe swap a drive pedal and alter the delay because I like to kind of run in stereo. And then further down the line, obviously we've got the 4-cable method that you can use for your amp, and then further down again we've got settings for bass players, because believe it or not, Line 6 do like bass players. This is one that I built, which is, as you can hear, it's really noisy. You can find that on Custom Tone. That one of these days one is set for bass. Again, that's in the video list here on YouTube. And this was another one I kind of threw together the other day using the mutant filter. Let's just lower the volume ever so slightly for you. It's kind of like that talk boxy kind of thing, and again, apologies for the levels in volume. There's not a lot I can do about that right now. So that's just a quick look that is inside of the HX Stomp, and it goes to prove that not all presets suck. They don't. I would advise you to really check one of these out. It's a fantastic little unit. It's good for everybody. It gives you direct, it gives you straight effects, it gives you 4-cable method, it will please your bass player, and they're the hardest people to please. And again, further down, it's good for the acoustic stuff, and we'll probably look in the future to kind of set it up for vocals and stuff like that. So, 14 minutes in, thanks for watching. Don't forget, subscribe, share the video, say all nice things, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.